Hi, Alexandra. Well, I definitely love this approach that you are raising, and I want to give you my point of view about it, because somehow I have gone through the path that you are following. Um, I reckon that I'm about 20 years older than you, and I started learning English more seriously around I can say 8 years ago, or I don't remember well. But I let me say really quickly, I have an English background, right? Because I lived in Australia when I was a child, but then I stopped. Then I came to a Spanish-speaking country, and I stopped learning English for decades, right? And but I had a background, so uh, I didn't start from scratch, right? But either way, it wasn't easy, and in fact, I started learning songs by heart, right? I was following the same method that you are following, and I think it's a great method. I started before Kangaroo English, the chat box. I started learning English by learning songs by heart around 2015, right? Um, so no, before. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. 2015. Yeah, I don't remember well. 2014, 2015, and I learned loads of songs, and it definitely happens. Those challenges definitely happen, right? For example, I can say the song. There are loads of tongue twisters in the song. I don't know if you have seen. I'm always posting videos. I have sung loads of songs. I have posted loads of videos singing songs, and I don't know if I should sing one here, because it'll take some time. But okay, for example, I remember one from Adele that says, "Nothing compares, no worries, no cares, regrets and mistakes, their memories made. Who would have known how bittersweet this would taste? Never mind, I'll find someone like you." Okay, a really nice song from Adele, such outstanding singer. That part, nothing compares, no worries, no cares. I remember that was rather hard to to remember, right? It was like tongue twisters and loads of songs. So learning songs really helps you to develop uh, your pronunciation, right? The muscles of your mouth, right? So I totally agree with you, Alexandra. Keep going. Well, as I have said, I have a lot of experience of making videos and all this stuff. As I have said, I reckon I'm around 20 years older than you, and I learned before this process of making videos. I learned loads of songs, and I'm used to singing those songs every month. I'm repeating them every month, right? Every month, I sing the whole list, all the list of songs that I know. So it's a practice. Sometimes I forget some places, so I'm always trying to remind, but I keep singing all my list of songs on a monthly basis. I want to. I love a lot your attitude, Alexander, and I want to share my experience with you and give you some advice from my point of view, right? Because each one has their point of view. I learned loads of songs. I started this in 2015, and then I have kept learning songs one by one, sometimes, and I have kept accumulating more songs to the list. But then I started making videos, right? Shooting videos. I started shooting videos on 2017, right? I started shooting videos, and then, well, the son I don't want I want. Okay, I started shooting videos on 2017, and I kept shooting videos. So I want to. I have an experience now with 18, 19, 20, 4 year experience shooting videos. So I can say to you that should be the foundation of your learning process. Learning songs by heart. I know that it requires time, right? It requires time. Don't get too much obsessed with that, right? Shoot videos. Take my advice is that you should take advantage, make the most of times when you feel that you are really talkative, because you won't be talkative always, right? You won't be always talkative. So perhaps sometimes, for example, you want to share an anecdote, right? You have lots of things to talk about. Go and grab a camera and shoot a video. It's not necessary to post them right away, right? The important thing is not when you post it, right? It's your process of speaking, right? So don't get too much overwhelmed, right? That's my advice. I don't know if you have seen that I'm always posting videos. I have shot those videos some months ago, right? All together, because I felt sometimes I feel talkative, right? And sometimes I don't have anything to talk about, right? But now I have something to talk about. But it's impossible to keep talking every other day, right? But sometimes, for example, you can have a day off, for example, and you feel that you want to talk a lot, right? So there you can shoot loads of videos. The important thing of shooting a video is listening to yourself afterwards, right? And spotting your mistakes. You can be your best teacher and your best coach, right? So try to do that, right? This is not a 30-day challenge. It's neither a 30-day challenge nor a 60-day challenge. This is a 30-year challenge, right? So this has to be constant, right? You have to be constant. So try to, my advice is only take part in group chats sometimes, right? Only sometimes. My advice is 80% for each 8 video of each 9 videos. You shoot one conversation, right? Because try to you, it's key in this learning process to be time effective, right? You have to be time effective. Don't waste your time, right? The way, because what happens if you someday feel that you have devoted too much time and you aren't improving, it'll lead you to give up, right? It'll lead you to give up. So be aware about that. You have, my advice is that you have to focus on your English process, on your speaking, right? That's commonly it's the weaker point of this of English, right? Of our process, right? Usually we are quite strong in writing, reading, listening, but we have to practice our speaking. Focus on that. Listening, you can on YouTube, you can listen to whatever you want, right? And the hours you want, but you have to focus on your speaking, Alexandra. That's my advice. On your speaking. Don't waste too much time in chats. That's my advice, right? If you have said, I'm nearly never taking part in chats, right? Only sometimes, because the proportion has to be 9 videos and 1 chat, right? Sometimes, well, the truth is that in my case, it's 199 videos and 1 chat, right? Because I usually take part in a bunch of chats around January, February, around 5 chats, right? And then I don't chat in the entire. I don't chat anymore in the entire year, and then I devote my time, my English time, to practice my speaking, shooting videos, making videos, speaking, and then at the end of the year, right, or either at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year, I have some conversations, right? But my focus is my speaking, and that's my advice for you, Alexandra. But I'm not. The truth is that I'm not the owner of the truth, right? I'm not the owner of the truth. It's my experience. It's what I think, right? So, and it's what I want to convey to you. Okay, well, I hope you have liked it, Alexandra. Okay, bye bye.